conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
I don't know what I just hit, but it is what it is.
Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing. Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone. Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough. Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will. The song of death, like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine. The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound. Clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what.
So decently unpleasant noise. This guy's brutal.
This fan has 2 chamber switches. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie, with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Lovely.
A mirror hangs above a bent and hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, You realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. As you slowly reach a port, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. You hear a jingle. Keys up. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows the shards face outward. Whatever broke this window, a fine web of scarring, more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, a cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Alright, well, let's get these shoes. Take the thing on the table, please.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Like 2 baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about
It shouldn't be so hunched over.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official... Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Could it be because of the drinking?
I mean, she's got a point. This guy's very much
She
into
hasn't had
germ.
time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Bye, Miss Disco Dancer.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Do you ask her questions?
Yes. There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about oh, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, disco stopped. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time you were yelling along to it. That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. A window was smashed. A tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then there was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another part of the world.
It's 51. Yeah, glad to have been of assistance.
Okay. So. Let's see how the dots here. Oh boy. Mr. Kim. So, I've started playing this game with a friend of mine, and then I've played it on my own, but I've never finished it, and I already know that I am an incredible disappointment to this man. And this one too, to be completely honest. I don't think anybody's too thrilled to see me.
A bespectacled
So
man
sorry,
in an
sir.
orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows on the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Prison 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your
Sorry, I
name.
didn't mean to hit that.
Okay then.
Yeah, it's like, how do you explain that you're such a degenerate that you'd have blacked out like this?
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. So, the body is still
I'm
in
so
the
sorry,
tree.
sir. Yes.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer
Yeah,
be
this
in the
guy's
tree.
gonna get really used to being horrifically disappointed in me.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a...
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can
A man in his late...
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Prison 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Prison 41? Right.
Say
Now,
nothing.
I know it
Honestly,
took us a while to
it's
arrive
better
at the
that way.
scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No.
No, I only just got here. It was probably
I
Sylvie
know.
who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need...
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
She went away because none of your business.
That's not how it works, sir.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Yes, he is.